next question. Are you feeling challenged to be used for God's glory?
Every day. And I think if you aren't being challenged, then you're doing something wrong. And I don't think that applies in missions. I think that applies in every day of your life. If you're not glorifying God in the things you do and you're not being challenged while doing it, then you're not stretching yourself far enough. But you definitely see it more often here. It's very very visible as you live life here. So yeah. Okay.
How often do you use what you have learned in your German courses?
Every single day. And doesn't mean I do it right, and doesn't mean that I'm not absolutely nervous or mess up whenever I do it, but every single day it's involving ordering food. It involves listening to the person checking out, your groceries, even to the smallest thing of whenever you're sitting on the tram and these two teenage girls that are gossiping with each other, and you're just trying to pick up a word or two just so you can, learn a little bit more. I mean, you're constantly using the language. And then church comes around, and Bible studies come around through the week, and people are asking you questions in German, and you're, picking up about 5 words in a matter of 10 sentences. So I think we're constantly using it.
Oh, yeah.
And we're constantly getting better, but yeah. Okay, Darian, have you gotten what you wanted from this trip?
I mean, yeah. I kept my expectations very open for this trip, not knowing what it would hold, what it was like to even be in Europe for that matter. But I definitely think that I expected to grow, and I expected to learn about God, and I expected to learn about how God is working cross-culturally. But I've definitely learned that, and I've seen God moving in ways that I've never seen before, and I think that is the only expectation that I did have, so I can say yes. What is the most romantic city you have visited?
Ever, or just my time here?
I think it means your time here.
Okay. I think our answer, both of ours, would have to be Canton, Carinthia for the American tongue. Just that whole area is what I would kind of... That's a region in southern Austria. It's a whole region. We live in Styria, where Graz is, and then Carinthia is in the southern part. So I would have to say the whole area. It's beautiful there. I explain it as it's like you're in a bowl, and the mountains are the edge of the bowl, and then there's just beautiful lakes are just right in the middle of it, and it's just a beautiful atmosphere of snow-tipped mountains to one side, and then this beautiful turquoise lake to the other side. And okay, so it looks like we have one last question left, so we'll ask it together and we'll both answer it. What is the funniest
/ craziest moment you have had? That one's perfect.
That one's perfect. Okay, I'll answer first. We have a restaurant just outside here, like right down the street. It's a Greek restaurant, and we go fairly often. It's really good food.
Very often.
Very often. And we were there one night, and we had finished eating, and we were leaving, and the waiter has served us every single time we've been there. And we said, bis später to him, which means see you later. And without missing a beat, he looked straight at us and said, bis morgen, which means I'll see you tomorrow. So we thought that was funny.
I think another crazy / funny / scary moment was when we went to Carinthia. We were in Klagenfurt with Elena, and we were just taking a bus for 1 or 2 stops, and she said, this bus is free just for the first 3 stops, and then after that I think you have to pay. So we got on, we went to the downtown area, saw what there was to see, got on again to go back to where we had parked the car, and when we first got on, a ticket checker came around and said, show me your ticket, we need to prove that you've paid for your bus, or for this bus ride. And she started speaking very quickly in German, and we didn't know exactly what she was saying, but we could basically infer that he was saying, no, you have to have a ticket to be on this bus, where's your ticket? And then we heard something very quickly come out of his mouth about 60 euros in fines if you don't have a ticket. And then we heard Elena gasp and look very scared, and then we heard her say very quickly some more things, and then the bus came to a stop just at the next regular stop, and we got up and walked off as soon as we could. And what had happened was the bus wasn't free for 2 stops. We didn't have our tickets. It would be a $60 fine or €60 fine for each of us because we didn't have those tickets. And she sweet talked her way out of it, and he let us get off at the next stop, which was very, very lucky, because most ticket checkers are not so kind.
Yeah, and I think what's funny was that one of the things that we did understand that him saying was, or her saying, is American.
These are my American friends.
And we're just like,
these are my American friends. They're just
waving.
visiting. We didn't know. So that was probably one of the funniest.
We lucked out on that one.
Okay, well, again, we thank you for all of the questions that you guys submitted, and we look forward to hearing maybe some more responses if you have follow-up questions. We're not opposed to doing another video
At all.
but thank you again, and auf Wiedersehen.
Bis später.